Hi, this is Dr. Deepa Shetty here again, and I'm a homeopath. Being a homeopath in my practice, what is very important is listening to my patients because in a homeopathy, we try to treat the patient from its core or from the root itself, whatever the disease they are facing at moment is a accumulation of a lot of events that has happened in their life because of which they'll end up into this kind of situation where they are not able to help themselves, and we try to listen not only to the disease which is surfacing on the body level but also to the inner voice out there which is trying to voice out, which is trying to tell something to us. And we are somebody who have to be a very active listener so that you can really help them heal. So does listening heal? Many people say that homeopathy works like a placebo. It's not a medicine itself, but I would say for those people that we as a homeopath not only try to give them medicine for whatever ailments they're suffering from, which is actually not a placebo. It is a medicine which are on a very higher plane, on an energy plane of any substances which are used in the nature. So the energy of the substances are the one which are going to heal the patient, which actually coincides with the similar state which the person is suffering from. Now, on this, I would take it further in a different video where I'll speak on homeopathy, how it helps to cure. But here, I would want to put across a very important point that listening heals. But how do you listen? That's very important. So if many times we come across in our life a lot of people, our friends, our neighbors, our loved ones who want to speak out to us, and we do sit there and listen, but do you listen the way the person can heal? So I would like to give a little tips out here which will help you to help the person who is sitting in front heal, because we can be a part of their healing journey. So how what is important out here is that how do you listen? We all listen to people when they talk about their problems and their sufferings, but what happens is the way we listen is a very important tool in their healing. So let's go through this journey with them by being an active listener out there, empathetic listener out there. There are 3 to 4 forms of listening, from which I will just give you 3 forms which are usually we try to use when we are trying to listen. So there's a listening which happens because you want to gather information. So when we are listening to our teachers and when we are studying and we are trying to really gather information out there, or when we are going to Google and we are trying to read, then also we are trying to listen to what the Google is saying. So even when we are reading, we are listening. So when we are somebody speaking out there to give information, that's the one form of listening. When another form is a critical listening, where we try to analyze and try to give our feedback. So many times we use this listening technique when we are listening to others. We try to analyze them, we try to evaluate them through our experiences, and we try to be judgmental out there about them, which I would say doesn't help the patient, help the person. I mean, you may be right in the way you're judging. You may be right that they're going to go into the same circle and they want to really try to give you a perspective which you're like, come on here, I have been to this stage in my life and I don't want you to sit there and try to be a person out there who wants to seek help by being helpless. Some people have this kind of judgment. Some people, I would not say, most of us try to listen to give a solution out there to them, and in the process we try giving advices out there. Sometimes you just need to listen. We don't have to evaluate and analyze anything of their situations, because every person has an inner power within them which will guide them to heal, which will guide them to their answers and their solutions, and you will feel that they are actually able to come up with the solution better than we could have given to them. If they are asking for a solution from you, you can always counter question them to ask them, what do you think would be the right way for you to come up with a solution for your problem? And if you need to guide them at that point of time, you can. But till then, you need to really sit and listen to them. Listen without being critical, listen without being analyzing, listen without without being judgmental. That's very, very important. Sometimes we say, I understand, I know. These are some words which we use while listening. We may not know unless we really be in their shoes. Their suffering may look similar to whatever you have heard till now, but their suffering is their own, and the way they feel is important that you really empathetically listen. And when you try to listen empathetically and be with them, that is when the healing starts. That is when the layer out there, which has formed because of all the experiences they have been through, all the pain they are going through, all the suffering they are going through, will start to fade away. And once that fade away, they themselves will come up with a solution which is right for them at that point of time. There will be a inner energy which will direct them to their journey and their healing and their they're merging with the universal energy, because there's always an universal energy in every one of us which will guide us when we try to listen to our inner voice. So for them to listen to their inner voice, you need to listen to their pain. That's what is our role in their life. And you will see that at the right time, at the right time, at the right place, their healing will happen and they will be directed to where their journey is. We are just a, I would say, a partner out there in their journey, to be a part and to really understand and listen to them without giving any advices, without judging them, just being there, just listening with the pain they are feeling through, and just being, giving them a calm environment. I mean, without saying anything, just even if they are going through chaos out there, and they are going through a lot of things, being there really empathetically and being calm will give them the environment where they really are getting hang of their own self, where they are getting directed to their inner energy, and there is where the healing will happen. Explanations, any kind of advices don't help them. What helps them is an active listening out there. What helps them is their experiences, which are going to teach them what they have to learn in their life. All the diseases, according to me, happens to us because the way we think, and all of them are guiding us to have a different perspective and a thought process which will help us to heal. So just be a person out there for them, to understand their journey, to make them seek their life and make them involve in their own life and evolve about their own suffering. I would say that is what we homeopaths do. We sit there and actively listen to you. And we sit there and really hold hands out there, empathetically listening to you all. And I would say half cure is done there. When they really come out of their zone, which is negatively pressuring them, and we give them a positive environment to see a different perspective, which will put them into a path which will always see that everything falls in place in their life. And I would say, we homeopath, proudly would say, we homeopath help them in this journey by actively listening to them. So, be an active listener to your loved ones. Be an active listener to the people you care about. Because caring is always about sharing their pain and being there for them whenever they need you. So, saying so, hope this topic has helped you, because we all can be a healer out there. So, listening will always heal. The power of listening is immense. Be there as an empathetic listener. Hope this topic has helped and added some value to your life. Saying so, see you soon. Thank you. Stay tuned.